Hello there. Have I got a mighty mission for you today? Have I got a mighty? Yes, I have got a mighty mission for you today. But first of all, I've got to make a confession, because me and my fabulous shirts are only one half of the Mike's Mission's operation. For the past 12 months, I've been doing the easy bit, going by buses, trains, and pointing the GoPro camera at the countryside as I go by. The difficult bit has been left to my daughter Olivia, who magically transforms my bits of film into what you're seeing now on YouTube. I've invited Olivia to join me on all my missions, but for some reason I can't fathom she didn't see the appeal of going to Skegness in February for an ice cream, or going to the depths of the Norfolk Broads to stand for 3 hours on the most remote railway station in Britain. However, when Olivia heard me mention the words passport and aeroplane, her ears pricked up, and yes, she would be interested on going on an ultimate day trip with Mike's Missions to Italy for a lunch of pizza, pasta and maybe gelato. So a date was picked and we were all set to head out to Rome or Pisa, until the following morning when we checked the flights and the prices had almost doubled. But not to be deterred, our dad and daughter mission was still on, and we booked a cheap day return to Dublin in Ireland. After all, Ireland and Italy have very similar flags, don't they? I'm sure the pizzas are just as good as well. Yes, we're still determined to get our Italian lunch, so we might be the only trippers ever to visit Dublin and deliberately sidestep the famous Irish breakfast and an afternoon of Guinness or whiskey. She's so keen to come with me on this mission that she's even picked me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're starting out where we both live, up in North Derbyshire, and heading down to East Midlands Airport, which usually is quite a busy run because it involves the M1, but at 4 AM then I think we should have a run straight through, so probably about 45 minutes to East Midlands Airport.
Turn right onto East Midlands Airport. Then at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Viscount Road.
Welcome to East Midlands Airport, and I must say there's a slightly different feel to this Mike's Mission, mainly because I've got company for the day. Daughter Olivia, who's usually the technical supremo, getting the film onto your screen, she's come to join me for the day, and here she is.
Hello.
Hello Olivia. So how much are you looking forward to going on at Mike's Mission?
I'm really looking forward to it. First one in front of the camera.
Yeah, it could be the first of many.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, we've got to find our way into the airport, haven't we? There's no sign pointing where we are. Shall we ask the guy up there? Excuse me, mate. Can you hear me up there? Which way is it to get in? Yeah, righto. Thank you. He says it's this way.
Oh.
It was pointing this way. It's a nice, tidy little airport. It's years since I've been to East Midlands. Well, it's lovely and peaceful and quiet. We've had one aeroplane go over, but of course it would be peaceful because what time is it now? What time is it?
It's currently 51 minutes past 4.
Oh right.
AM.
AM, of course. Yeah, no wonder it's peaceful. Oh, there's the sign. Look, that's the sign we were looking for. passenger terminal. Right, we'll go and see if we can get in and find out Ryanair flight that's going to take the two of us to Dublin in search of an Italian lunch. Well, we don't have to search far to find out where the Ryanair check-in is. So I wonder how we'll get on today, the two of us. I wonder if Olivia will be up to keeping speed with me on a fast-paced Mike's Mission. I'm sure she'll be up to it. I'll slow down a little actually if she can't keep up. So we're about to go through departures here at East Midlands Airport. And already at this unearthly hour I found a new friend here. So yeah. So what's it like working at such a lovely airport?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very, very friendly. Yeah.
It does feel friendly as soon as you arrive.
It's like family.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many years have you worked here then?
Only 4.
Straight from school then?
I'd like to think so. Anyway, it's been lovely. I've just got my radio.
Okay, take care. Cheers. One thing I've noticed already about this Mike's Mission is that normally I'd just about be rolling out of bed at this time to start, but with Olivia in charge, we've arrived at the airport, we've gone through security, we've had breakfast, and we've still got a couple of hours before the flight. Mike's Missions has never been so organised, and it also gives us a chance to look through duty free, of course. And there's some football shirts here. Look at this lovely England one here. £81. Wow, it's like buying the World Cup. So we're off to gate 23, which I think is about as far as you can get at East Midlands Airport. It says gate 23, 5 to 10 minutes walk. Wow, it really is a glorious morning, and got a little walk up to the plane. And Olivia has a seat in the front half, so she'll be in Dublin first, and I think I'm somewhere near the back row. just hopped across the Irish Sea, and we might as well have gone to the Mediterranean because it's absolutely glorious here. We've certainly got Mediterranean temperatures. It was a good flight.
Yeah.
Were you next to a window?
Yeah, right next to the window. So
I
I've got
wasn't.
lots of videos.
I was between two blokes who didn't say a word all the flight.
Nice.
So, what we're going to do now then?
We're going to head out of the airport and get our express bus into the city centre, hopefully.
Right.
Friday.
Lovely. We'll head out then. Well, immigration check took about a minute, so we're in Dublin now, and we'll go and see what the crack is. Oh, Olivia's leading the way again. It's like I've got a day off on Mike's missions today. I feel like a proper passenger. That's good. Oh, it's cute. Well, there's no shortage of buses here. Just hope we get them one soon. And not only has Olivia booked a ticket on the express bus service from the airport into the city centre, she's actually got a dual ticket, which means we can ride round on the open top, hop on, hop off bus service in Dublin for the 8 hours that we're here. So I think we're going for a coffee and a cake first. And our first crossing of the day, the River Liffey. I'm sure we'll be going back and forward for the next 6-7 hours. Is the weather always like this in Dublin? And before our Italian lunch comes into view, we're having a bit of breakfast. Now look, I've got an iced matcha in the colours of the Irish flag. And what we're eating, Ollie?
We are eating ham and cheese croissants, so French, before we have our Italian.
A French breakfast, lovely. Where's the nearest stop, please?
Yes, it's right here. Red light there, man. That's it.
Thank you, cheers.
Alright, Bob. Hello, Woody, how are you? Alright, what's that, Ryle? And this is where the street gets its name from today. That gentleman perched on Emancipation Bill. And before that, here in Ireland, back in the 70s, civil liberties. Back then, the Catholics were... building is now known as the Mansion House of Dublin. It's the home of the Lord Mayor of the city, on your right hand side, folks. Our current Lord Mayor is a gentleman named Darrell Bannon. So that's Darrell's house, as is on the right of us, folks. It was inside this church back in 1878 that a very famous Dublin writer would have got married. And he married a lady called Florence Balcombe. And this gentleman was famous for one single novel. And what a novel it was. Has anybody on board the bus ever heard of the writer Abraham Stoker? You might know him better as Bram Stoker. Yes, the author of Dracula, folks. He was actually born in the city of Dublin, educated in Trinity College, and he was married in the Church of St. Anne back in 1878. Mother before, and they both wheeled their barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Put our body along, folks. Absolutely beautiful. Now, there would have been an early wooden church on this site, and that wooden church was dedicated to the then Viking king of Dublin. And this gentleman had a great name. His name was Citric Silken Beard. And this was all around the year 1037. The stone structure you see was completed around 130 years later, around 1170. And it was built for the then Anglo-Norman leader, a man by the name of Richard de Clare. You might know that gentleman better as Strongbow. Strongbow is said to be buried inside that cathedral today. It's the Liberties of Dublin. If you take a look on your left here, folks, it's now a public park, and it's from this site that St. Patrick used to baptise converts to Christianity from a holy well all around the year 450 AD. And there would have been a wooden church on this site dedicated to St. Patrick back then. This stone structure you see today was completed around 1191, and it was built over. If you know the song, join in with me, folks, on the way into the Guinness Storehouse. I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. Now I'm returning with gold in great store, sure I never will play that wild rover no more, and it's no, they never, no, they never, no more will I play that wild rover, no, never, no more. I'd like you all to do me a favour later on, at 1 o'clock. I want you all to try a traditional Dublin lunch. Has anybody aboard the bus tried a traditional Dublin lunch yet? Traditional Dublin lunch, folks, simply consists of 4 pints of Guinness. Yeah, there's eating and drinking in the Guinness. 4 pints of Guinness will set you out for the rest of the day. Now, I want to try and bring you all back to your childhood. I can ask everybody aboard the bus to close your eyes, count to 3, and then make a wish. 1, 2, 3. Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Folks, this is like the Willy Wonka chocolate factory for adults. Instead of rivers of chocolate inside this building, yes, they've got rivers of Guinness. And like Charlie in the chocolate factory, you get to the top of the storehouse, there's a glass roof. It's called the Gravity Bar. And it's from the Gravity Bar you get one of the best views all over the Dublin city skyline. Stop 16, folks. I know I have a couple of people with tickets for Guinness. Front left of the bus. Guinness Storehouse, folks, at 16. And this church is now being modernised into an actual working whiskey distillery, folks. Pierce lines on your right hand side. You might notice the old graveyard still associated with the church. That brings a new meaning towards spirits, don't you think? You're going to get the spirit of the dead, the spirit of whiskey itself in Pierce lines on your right there, folks.
Well, we've done the open top bus tour and that was fantastic. We really enjoyed that, and it's given us quite an appetite now because we're heading for our Italian in Dublin and we're heading this way. New York pizza, no, that won't do, it has to be Italian. And we're in the famous Temple Bar area of Dublin now, full of food and drink. And Ollie is just checking her map to see where the nearest Italian is. Right, so which way are we going?
It is a 3-minute walk that way.
Right, I think I can smell those pizzas already. I wonder who has the job of watering all these. These are quite modest flower displays by comparison. I think the bright blue building on the left here, Pi, I think that's our lunchtime destination. So we're not in Rome or Pisa, we're in Dublin, but we're going to have our Italian, and it's going to be mission completed. No, it's not. Look. Well, they've just learned that Mike's Missions is waiting on the doorstep, and they're expecting to open for us in a few minutes' time. So at Pizza Pie, it's been mission accomplished. We've had our Italian lunch here in Dublin. And I know we did say that we weren't going to get involved in any of the Guinness nonsense here, but after having been past the brewery on the bus and getting the smell of the beer in our nostrils, and also standing right outside the famous Temple Bar at the moment, we feel that for research purposes only, we're gonna, yeah, Mike's Missions. Well, we're gonna pop in and try one of these black and white drinks that they talk about over here, just for your purposes, of course. So we'll pop in and see what it's all about.
Tell Grandma that.
That I found down the party in where the boys never down. They go
Cheers! Brilliant, thank you.
Down the party in where the boys never down. They go
More flowers on this pub and down the street, and a nice little market here. Can't believe how warm it is, but it's not like this in Rome today. I bet you're warm with that beard and coat, mate. Oh, wow, I made a new friend. just enjoying a 5-minute sit down now, although we've had 2 long bus rides, we've also walked a heck of a distance around Dublin today, and it's very, very warm. Must be getting up towards 30 degrees, and we've just found a lovely bench with a cooling breeze right over the River Liffey. What a spot we've found to have a rest. So the plan now is to go and see a couple more sites, and then in an hour or so start looking for the bus back to the airport. And in fact I can see one over there, Dublin Express, that's what we need. So we're going to have a wander around now, and then we're going to find the Halfpenny Bridge. I know that's a famous landmark in Dublin, so we're going to look for that next, and we'll catch up in a little while. See you soon. This wonderful structure is the Halfpenny Footbridge. So called because when it was a toll bridge, they used to charge a halfpenny for each person to walk across it. Nowadays, it's a freebie. Let's go and try it out.
No, because I thought it was on the opposite side.
Di assicurazioni.
We've got a vehicle here full of Vikings.
Yes.
So we are sold out purchase.
I'm back at Terminal 1, Dublin Airport. Well, after a delay of about 45 minutes waiting to board, we've actually been called through. So we're going to be a little bit late on our return journey. In fact, we should have taken off already. Olivia's at the back this time, and I'm at the front. See you later. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We're safely back here at East Midlands. One thing I have noticed is this morning when we set out, there were lots of young lads heading out to Dublin for their stag weekends. Coming back, I've not seen any Dubliners on the plane here coming for a stag weekend in Derby. And here comes Olivia. Well done.
But it's like, it's coming off today.
Back at East Midlands Airport after this extreme Mike's mission. So this has been the 60th one of these I've done, Olivia. Where were you on the previous 59?
Behind the scenes.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting the secret's out now. You do all the hard work. So what made you come on this particular mission?
Well, I've just acted as a chauffeur really, driving to and from the airport, and then just supervised you through
Supervised me?
Yeah, through Dublin.
Are you surprised I survived the previous 59 on my own?
Yeah. Yeah. But I get now how you get so tired after a full day
Well,
of
I was just
mission.
thinking we've had 2 flights We've had 3 long bus journeys, but we've
Yeah.
still racked up 16,000 steps each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we've still got to walk back to the car, yeah.
yeah, that's right. So what were the highlights of the day in Dublin for you?
I really enjoyed the open top bus, that was really good, and the guide as well was really funny, and he even sang a few songs which I didn't expect.
And of course the mission today was to have an Italian lunch in Dublin.
The Italian lunch in Dublin was very, very nice.
It was, wasn't it?
But
Special.
I do feel like we still have to have an Italian lunch in Italy.
All right.
So,
Well, we'll have to have a look for another mission.
Yeah.
So does this mean that you wouldn't rule out coming with me again?
It depends where.
Right. Okay. Well, 2 things. First of all, the Temple Bar was a highlight of the day,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And I
Yeah.
think that black and white drink, you know, I think it might catch on, especially in Dublin. They seem to quite like it
Yeah,
over
they're
there.
up to something there.
Yeah. And 2 highlights for me. One was when you asked to borrow my hairbrush, which is a first.
Yeah.
And then also something that's concerning me, of course, as you're editing this one and you're featuring in it, will you get all the headlines now, and will I still appear in it, or will you cut me out completely?
You will still be in it
Right.
for a bit.
We'll see. Okay, well, thanks for coming today on this Mike's mission,
Thank you.
an international Mike's mission to Dublin, when we should really have been in Italy. But it was a fabulous day. And what about the weather?
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And 2 other things about Dublin. The flowers, absolutely astonishing. I've never seen a
Yeah,
floral
and they
display
were all
like it.
Matching.
All matching, don't they? Everywhere
Yeah.
matches, exactly
Even
the same flowers.
airport had
Yeah.
matching flowers on.
Who waters them and who goes round
Yeah.
deadheading all those displays? And then the other thing was the number of buses. My friend Mr. Google tells me that there's 1,300 buses in Dublin, and I can believe that. Amazing.
Yeah.
What an amazing
There's so
service.
many bright green buses
Yeah,
wherever
yeah.
you looked.
Anyway, thanks again for coming with me.
Thank you.
We've just got to find the car now, haven't we?
Yes.
Brilliant. Wonderful. That's your mission number 1. My mission number 60.
Can I say it?
Say what?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Yeah. You're stealing my job. She's stealing my job completely. Right. We better get back to the car. And next one, I don't know if I'll invite her on the next one. I think I've got to get back in charge of this here YouTube channel. We'll see what happens. Thanks again for coming to join us. Thanks for all our regular subscribers. I know I'm always telling people to subscribe, but we've got about 1,500 subscribers now in a year, which is incredible. So thanks to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe now. If you've been to Dublin, add a comment, tell us what you think of the city, and like and recommend us to your friends. See you again soon. Bye. Bye.